Okay, so today I wanted to put together a video on how to kind of work around the 6 rules by the IRS to have access to your 401k. As some of you know, if you've come to watch this video, the only way that you can get your money out of the 401k is if there is some sort of hardship. The IRS and the powers that be have made it very restrictive for you to get your money out. So we're first going to go ahead and talk about the 6 rules that you might be able to get your money out for the hardship withdrawal. The first one is medical expenses. The second one is the purchase of a primary residence. Third one is tuition expenses. Fourth is payments necessary to prevent eviction from or foreclosure on a principal residence. The fifth one is burial or funeral expenses, and the sixth one is certain expenses for the repair of damage to the employee's principal residence. This might include a hurricane, something like that. I thought it was funny that the IRS also says expenses for the purchase of a boat or television would generally not qualify for a hardship distribution. No kidding. So I first want to talk about the ethical issue of what I'm about to share with you. I don't necessarily condone this. I'm not giving you any tax advice. I am not giving you any financial advice. I am not responsible for anything that I am about to show you in this video. If you don't know, we are in some significant times where the bankers are now stealing as much money from you as possible. I put this video together in order to share with you how to survive and take your money out of the financial system. This is something that I am a proponent on. If there was a person that went to your house and found a shoebox of money and took it, in my opinion, that's the equivalent to what these bankers are doing with your 401k. I first want to say, whenever you're calling these people, you should not be intimidated by these people you're talking to. They do not look as sophisticated as this person right here. I worked at a 401k call center for quite some time, and it did not look this sophisticated. The woman across the room from me, she processed the 401k hardship withdrawals, and she had them come in all the time. This is something that is fairly routine. As long as the documents are properly submitted, it is not necessarily their job to police whether these documents are correct, or I should say authentic, or not. During this time, I saw no IRS agents ever coming in and doing auditing. It is my opinion only that as long as you render your taxes to Caesar, the IRS really doesn't care. As long as they're getting their money, that is fine. I do remember that there were some times when we did get somewhat sketchy paperwork in, but it was actually legitimate paperwork because you may have some person who owns a house with 4 units in it, and he, just wrote out on a piece of scratch paper and signed that somebody would be foreclosed, and the paperwork was good to go. So next thing I want to share with you is sentinel rolling. You may have seen some people on YouTube talking about this, or you just may have seen this on the internets. I'll just go ahead and read the first paragraph to you. Federal Appeals Court on Thursday upheld a ruling that puts Bank of New York Mellon and former customers of Sentinel in the line of those seeking to return of money lost in the 2007 failure of the suburban Chicago futures broker. So what this pretty much means is that you're at the end of the line. If you lost money, more than likely you probably won't get any money back, and it is what it is. Well, it isn't what it is, because you're going to take responsibility and make sure nobody else steals your money. The other thing I wanted to share with you is you may or may not have heard some chatter over the last couple years that the government may be wanting to seize your 401k and nationalize it for many reasons. The Social Security debacle, the government debacle, everybody's an idiot and can't manage their money, so they're going to take your 401k money and manage it for you and then lose it like they did Social Security. So you could go ahead and, if you haven't heard anything like that, check that out for yourself online. So when you call these guys right here that I'm clicking on, you may be referred to your human resource department. It all depends who is the records keeper for your 401k. It all depends how big your company is or small your company is, but they will send you a form to withdraw your 401k. You will go ahead and tell them what reason that you fall under with the hardship. They may just ask you, are you sure that it falls under, and you just tell them yes, and they will go ahead and mail you those forms or even fax it to you, because that is their job and they are supposed to go ahead and do that. So you go ahead and you fill out those forms, and then you need to go ahead and find some documentation that you need to provide them. If you don't know what documentation for those reasons look like, because you're basically just there to try and steal your money back to you that they stole, that they're about to steal from you, you could just go in and Google tuition bill, click on images, and you could do the same thing for funeral expenses or foreclosure or things of that. And if you didn't necessarily want to go about that approach, and you know a realtor or a funeral home director or a landlord or something like that, and you feel more comfortable with them drawing up the paperwork, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do that. Just keep in mind that because you're doing a early distribution, you will have to pay some sort of tax. Just kind of hold your nose, go ahead and do it. And I believe you either have the choice to do it during your distribution or the next year. It all depends what the plan says. Each plan is different, and I am not an expert in every single plan. There are thousands out there. So that is pretty much it. Once you submit that and the plan sponsor or administrator or whoever deems that you have dotted the I's and crossed the T's, and they submit your paperwork in, it should take maybe a week or two for you to get a check, and then you could do whatever you want with it. You could go ahead and cash it and keep the cash under your mattress, or buy silver, or buy Australian currency. Do whatever you want. So there it is. Please like this video. Please subscribe. I will probably do some other videos, I don't know of this nature, but of some sort of financial survival theme. And that's all. Thank you.